Welcome everyone to the Tier 4 Round 8 here at Singapore. We have currently 15 drivers on the grid today, which is a great amount of people, and as I have predicted, it's going to rain, and I'm really sure the guys are definitely going to hate me because of this one. And we have everyone starting on the Intus. We have a rainy qualifying session here at Singapore. Currently, let's go through the championship standings, where Lancy is going to lead the current championship with, I think, 12 points ahead of Barry Kruger. It's actually 14 points, and with Lancy and Barry Kruger both having 3 wins at the moment, so we're definitely going to have an eye on that one. And we're having a new driver on the grid today, PSD Duggo. He is one of our newest drivers. He is currently in the reserve seats, so really curious what he can do, and can he match the pace of the front runners. I'm going to ask all the drivers the race conditions in the Tier 4 chat. Trucker, we're not gonna delay Tier 2. Maybe we're going to delay Tier 3 because of the rain. We all know that Gatsby needs to start on a bit earlier to have because he has a party, so we can't delay the time of Tier 2. Well, all the drivers are going on their out laps. Well, Lars is going to start his first hot lap at the moment, so we're going to stay on board with the AlphaTauri driver. Runs a bit wide and in the wall already, and he picked up some damage from that. I don't think he picked up any big damage, but he's still not pushing his way, or is he? NJ Devil, PSD Duggo. Oh, PSD Duggo already in the wall on his first qualifying lap. He's already in the wall and definitely picked up some damage. Look at the right front wing. He had taken that corner a bit too aggressive, which resulted him to go into the wall. And Mal's also going on his hot lap. NJ Devil's on his hot lap. And we all have our drivers going on the hot lap, but is Lars going to continue his one? Let's stay on board with Lars. A purple sector 2, of course he is. And I'm hurrying that the first 30 minutes of this session of the race is going to be rainy as well, so we're definitely going to have a great race on our eyes after the start. Rain in Singapore is not what you want, because this track is such a downforce track, so really curious what the guys can do. No invalidation for Lars, so what can you do? A 154.3 is the first set lap. And Mal is in the Ferrari going to cross the line. He's now heading into sector 3. Oh, running wide, a bit outbraking himself. And he is now going through the chicane, and we're going to stay on board with Mal. What can he do? Can he surprise us all and beat the time of Lars? I don't think he can. He is already in the 150s. and 156.9, and that's already 2.5 seconds away from the time of Lars. Even with touching that wall. Oh, PSD, please get out of the way. Oh, there's already someone in the wall. And G Infamous, what can oh, invalidation. And Emma Trucker is in the wall as well. But G Infamous is going for another lap. And PSD Doggo is in the pits. Well, Martinoli is going to on P2 at the moment. Provisional P2, 6 tenths away from Lars. And Bodo is starting his lap. And the current championship leader, Lancey. What can he do in the rain conditions? He's currently leading the championship by 14 points. So he definitely wants to have a good result today. He's running a bit wide there on the 180 degrees chicane. And gets a purple sector 2. So it's looking good for Lancey so far. A bit of oversteer out of that corner, but he kept it on track. So far so good for Lancey in the Alfa Romeo. And Emmen Truckers is going for the soft at the moment. I'm not sure if that's the right choice because the track's really wet. And Lancey heading into the last corner. What can he do? Can Lancey go for that provisional pole position? Yes, he can. By 7.5 tenths into provisional pole position. So the track is definitely drying up. Martinoli is... Oh, Martinoli outbrakes himself. And he goes in the wall. And Barry Kruger is just starting his hard lap. Bottle. What can Bottle do in the McLaren? Can he surprise us all by having a great lap? He's already 2 minutes. 2 minutes 12 seconds away. That's a lot. And Emmen Trucker's just waiting for the right moment to go out on the soft tires. But we're going to stay on board of one of the championship rivals of Lancey and Martinoli. We have a really three-way battle for the championship between those three guys. Oh, really struggling. But he's really pushing the car. And really understeering and oversteering everywhere. No purple sector for Barry Kruger. And we have rain in our start of the race. We're going to stay on board with Barry Kruger. Oh, he's really struggling on this track, on those conditions. But he's now going to cross the line. What can Barry Kruger do? Can he go second? Barry Kruger goes second fastest at the moment. And he's really aiming at the time of Lancey, but he couldn't get that lap in. He had a lot of oversteer in this section. He's currently in P2 in the championship. And he's really looking to beat Lancey today, to close the gap in the championship. And the current constructor championships are currently lead by Alfa Romeo by 2 points ahead of Red Bull. And the DRS has been enabled So we have the DRS enabled now, so we can definitely see some people gaining, and Lancy is going for softs as well. Well, Martinoli is pitting for softs, so I think they will have a last run on the soft tires. Well, we're staying on board with one of our newest drivers, PSD Duggo. His first run on the Inters. And I think the Inters are the quickest tire at this moment. Well, Lancy, Martinoli, G Infamous and Trucker are going for the gamble on the soft tire. Well, Martinoli is already out. Well, the DRS has been enabled for BSD Duggo, and will it be good enough for him for the purple sector 2? No, it is not. So he's now heading into the last sector. Will BSD Duggo get it? Oh, BSD Duggo outbrakes himself, and yep. BSD Duggo outbrakes himself again. I think he just needs to get on the soft tire and try to get a good run on this one. Well, Badal is still continuing on these intermediates. He's feeling the track, but look at this. The rain has stopped, so the track is definitely going to dry up with this temperatures. So Nerdy Average Gamer goes fourth fastest, the teammate of Lars. And we have a few drivers running this soft tire, so will it be good enough for the others to go for the soft tire? Will the track be dry enough? That's going to be the question. Well, let's follow Martinoli. Martinoli is going for his first run on the slick tires, so let's stay on board with Martinoli, the current rival of Lancy and Barry Kruger in the championship. Let's see if he can get a good lap in on these tires. And he is doing a purple sector 1, so I think the track is definitely drying up. Attacking those corners really nicely. And he's not really understeering out of them, so it's really looking good for Martinoli so far. It's a really strong team with Martinoli and Emin Trucker. Emin Trucker already picking up, I think, 1 or 2 podiums already. So the Red Bull team is really in the fight of the Constructor Championships. But let's stay on board with Martinoli. He is now going through the Sector 3, one of the toughest sectors of this circuit. Look at Martinoli, what can he do on those soft tires? He's looking really quick. A 139.9. And a great lap from him on those slicks. And what can Lancy do? Can he attack the time of Martinoli? We all know that it's a really tough track to overtake, so qualifying position is really important. Lancy now going to attack the time, and the track is definitely drying up. The track is definitely drying up. Martinoli started his lap, and I'm not sure he has enough time to complete his lap. NJ Devil is now going to attack his time. Lancy with a great qualifying lap into the 137s. And NJ Devil is not gonna be able to. Oh, he even invalidated his lap. We're going to stay on board with Mel, who is, I think, the next one to cross the line. Or maybe it's G Infamous. It's really about the strategies now. When did you go out? I think the track is really drying up. And Nerdy is still on the intermediate tire. That's not the right choice from him. So G Infamous gets a purple sector 2. Will G Infamous, oh, runs wide. He made a small mistake there. But now it's all about his sector 3 and he runs wide again. Come on, G Infamous, you can really surprise us all by setting a great lap. I don't think he's going to be able to attack the time of Lancey. No, he is not. But he is into P2 at the moment. So, not a bad lap. And it's Lars who is in the wall already on his out lap. And did he pick up any damage from that? And Quina is improving. Mel is invalidating. And he's going for another lap. Lancey just retired from the session. He thinks his lap was just good enough. And we have 1 minute to go. And Eman Trucker is going on his out lap. I think he needs to push real quick. And PSD Doggo goes second fastest on those soft tires. 1.1 second away from Lancey. Still 1 second away. Lancey has just set a crazy time in these half wet conditions. But Barry Kruger is going to start his lap. So, and we all know that he can be really quick. Quina goes second fastest now, the teammate of Lancey. And Barry Kruger goes purple in sector 1. Barry Kruger definitely needs to close up the gap on his rival Lancey. Can he get that pole position away? We will find out in a moment. R1 D44 goes 6th fastest on those softs, but he's going to start another lap. And Lars is going for another lap as well. Really close qualifying. I'm going to take a real quick toilet to be there on the start of this race. And we have Lancy still currently in P1. Barry Kruger in P3. Lars has set an amazing lap into P2. Quina into P4. PSD Doggo into P5. And Emmett Trucker goes 6th fastest into G Infamous goes 7th fastest. Martinoli goes 8th fastest. R1D44 goes 9th fastest. So our qualifying results, let's continue with R1D44 into P9, Bottle into P10, Nerdy Average Gamer on those inters into P11, NJ Devil P12, Mel into P13, M and Gold haven't set a lap. So this was our qualifying sessions for today, which was amazing, to be honest. Going to get a good pick in. With Lancy getting another pole position, guys, and I'm really curious what all the viewers are thinking about the race predictions. We have rain again. Oh, and I already said that in the tier 4 chat that I was predicting some rain today, and we have some rain. I'm not gonna say that again for the guys who didn't want rain, but we have a trailing race upcoming. We don't have a formation lap, so it's all about getting the focus at the start of this race when the time runs out to start this race. And we have 4 and we have 5 red lights, and here at tier 4 we have Bot already getting a drive-through, and we are away with Lancy having a great start, with Lars into P2, and Barry gets pushed wide. Lancy goes wide as well, and he cuts the corner, but he kept it on track. And we have full wet situation, guys. What the hell? And the position changes are currently NJ Devil winning 4 positions, TTVM 5 positions, and we have PSD Doggo winning 2 positions as a reserve, which is an amazing job so far, but he's getting hunted by Quina. And we have no safety car just yet. Oh, we have someone in the wall. I think it's one of the Red Bulls, MN Trucker. MN Trucker has spun out and is in the wall, but only a yellow sector 2, so we are still continuing. And we have Lars definitely putting the pressure on Lancy in lap 1. And everybody is really close so far, with the top 7 being really... Oh, it's PSD Doggo in the wall. No great debut for him. Oh, and there's someone else in the wall, and we have a VSC deployed. I'm not sure who's in the wall. I think it's R1D44. And it's also Mal, who has a full front wing damage. So, really bad luck so far from Mal, MN Trucker, Battle, PSD Doggo, and R1D44. And it's really hard to warm up your tires. And we have, like Maverick saying, a lap 1 safety car. Yes, we have, but it's only a virtual one. So no full cost safety car so far. And we have another drive-through for Bottle. How is he getting a double drive-through on This occasion. TTVM is in the pits. Which tire is choosing? Is he going for the Intis? No, he's going for the fresh wets. And Lars is really having a go on Lancey. Look at Lars. He is really having a go on him. If he can get a good exit. He didn't get a good exit, so he will be not close enough. But we're going to stay on board with the battle for P1. Lars runs a bit wide. But he's still at the tail of... Oh, Lars! He collected the wall and is in the wall! Lars! The consistency is something. Oh, another one! Yeah, that's it. Guys, come on, keep it on track. It's G Infamous in the wall, Lars in the wall, and Martinoli is into P3. And Lancey is having a gap now of 3 seconds. So we're going to have a look at a battle on track between NJ Devil, Martinoli, and Barry Kruger. Well, Lars is still recovering his time he lost by that spin. And Nerdy Average Gamer winning 4 positions. God MB winning 7 positions. And J Devil winning 8 positions. Amazing start from NJ Devil. And R1D44 is in the wall. NJ Devil lost it. But I'm sorry, R1D44, the teammate of NJ Devil, is in the wall. Well, Martinoli is definitely putting the pressure on Quinna. Both Alfa Romeos are leading today. It's really hard to overtake in these wet conditions. And we will probably see a safety car, but... And it's Mel overtaking Buttle. Yes, he is. Mel is running a bit wide. Will Buttle be able to get the switchback? No, he's not going to be close enough to Mel. And Buttle has a drive-through, and so has BST Doggo. Just get rid of that drive-through and square. And G Infamous is going for the Intis. He's going for the gamble. And he is switching his front wing as well. The first driver on the Intis. G Infamous is going for the gamble. And we're definitely going to see the first 30 minutes. We have some rain on board. It's still Martinoli who is definitely trying to close the gap on Quinna, but he gets a lot of oversteer out of that corner. And it's Barry Kruger. He's going to take the outside on NJ Devil. They're going side by side. And we have a battle, but a great overtake from Barry Kruger. And Barry Kruger moves up to P4. And well, Martinoli is running wide. And look at Lars running wide as well. Everyone is running wide on that corner. And will G Infamous be able to gain some time on the guys in front? Yes, he is. So I think G Infamous has made a great stop. He is gaining time, only 4/10 in that corner. So great job from him to go on the Intis. And PSD Doggo is round as well. We have Barry Kruger. Martinoli, Barry Kruger are going for the Intis as well. And they're going for the gamble. Well, G Infamous is just losing a bit of time on Mal now. So it's really a 50-50 situation to go for the Intis at this time. It's raining a lot. But we'll definitely keep an eye on the guys on the Intis. We have a yellow on sector 3. But still a double yellow on sector 3. So there's someone in the wall. Is it Mal? It is Mal. But he has no damage so far. And I'm not sure if it's the right choice to go for the Intis. And maybe it is. And Lars is recovering time on NJ Devil, who is really struggling on the current tire he's on. We have Lars definitely putting the pressure, and I think it's time to switch for the Intes. Look at Martinoli, he's already winning almost 2 seconds on MN Trucker in the last lap he did. So it's definitely time for the intermediate tire. And NJ Devil is diving in the pits, and Lars is going to follow him. Well, Lancey's in the pits as well, and Quina is in the pits as well. Will they go? They go for a double stop. But let's stay on board with Martinoli. Will he be close enough to maybe gain a lot of time on Lancey on those tires? I don't think he has enough time. Lancey already out. And look at Gort, he's even switching to the mediums. Well, that's a really interesting strategy from Gort. Martinoli moves up to second, overtaking Quina and Barry Kruger as well. And now it's time for Martinoli. His tires are a lot better on temperature than the tires of Lancey. And Gold is on the mediums. Not sure why he chose that one, but we will find out in a moment. He's definitely going to lose a lot of time to the guys behind him. And Barry Kruger is now having a hunt on Martinoli. Well, TTVM is definitely going to easy overtake Gold, and I'm not sure if Gold's on the right tire. It's not really time for the slicks. Okay, we're going to stay on board with Quina, Barry Kruger and Martinoli. Quina is definitely aiming to get that provisional P2 back on the guys in front. Well, Lancey's already creating a gap. The current championship leader is definitely showing his true pace. It's really hard to overtake on this track, especially in the wet conditions. But we have a three-way battle for P2. Well, Lars is closing in as well, so we have a four-way battle for now. And Nerdy Average Gamer is... Oh, it's PSD Duggo in the wall in Sector 1. Will we get a safety car? No, we're not going to get a safety car. Oh, please. Oh! No, Lancey! What's happening to PSD Duggo? Oh, Lancey gets a 5-second time penalty. But what's going to happen with PSD Duggo? Oh, no. Oh, Lancey, you're going... I hope you didn't collect any damage of that. We all know that his 5-second time penalty can be removed. Because this was just nonsense. PSD collected your AI car on after in Sector 1. So... it's something you can't do anything about, but I hope he didn't pick up any damage from that, because that will be very unfortunate for Lancey. Of course he can get that 5-second time penalty removed. because it was not a fair 5-second time penalty. So we have a VSC in lap 6 of 31, and we're racing again. Well, Quina collects the wall. Did he pick up any damage from that small kiss to the wall? I don't think he has. But we have someone in the wall. It's Nerdy Average Gamer. And he picked up some damage from that. So we're going to stay on board with Barry Kruger, who is definitely putting the pressure on Martinoli. Will he be able to get an overtake done on these tricky conditions? It's really hard to overtake on this track, especially in these conditions, but Barry Kruger has some raw pace, we all know. And Quina is also gaining some time, but he's low on, he's just saving up some ERS. Well, Lars is using a lot of ERS. Gets a purple sector 1. And NJ Devil is joining the party as well. We're going to have a 5-way battle for that second spot on the grid. Oh, and what's happening here? I think it's Buddle being lapped. Buddle is being lapped at the moment. Really nice from him to just remove himself from the battle. And Lars is really close to Quina. Lars is looking really confident in these conditions so far. He just made a small mistake and lost it, and now he's behind the guys in front of him, and I think he can go a lot faster. But I don't think Lancey will get that 5-second removal, because if he's going to serve it in the pits, the penalty cannot be undone. That's a rule within our league, but it's just unfortunate for him that he collected PSD Doggo. Well, NJ Devil is now putting the pressure on Lars. And Quina is putting the pressure on Barry Kruger. Look at Quina getting the good exit. Will he go? Can he get closer? Barry Kruger is losing a small amount of time to Martinoli, but Quina is closing in. It's really hard to get the traction on the right time on this track, especially when you are running a dry setup, because we've heard that the first 30 minutes are on a wet track and after that it will dry up. So we're definitely going to see a dry tire at the half of the race, I think. But it's still a train. The 5 drivers are really close to each other based on pace. It's just really hard to follow on this track. Oh, we have a sector 2 and a sector 3. We have someone spinning. Oh, it's Bottle. Already a lap down on the front runners, and Lancey is just gaining and gaining. And Martinoli gets a good run out of sector 3. So he is now improving. No penalties. Not a lot of penalties have been given out so far. But we all know that Gort is on the medium tire. And Gold is gaining on TTVM, who is on a Gold has pitted off for the intermediates. He just made a mistake in his decision. And Nerdy Average Gamer picks up the first 3-second time penalty of this race, being, well, Lars is being hunted by NJ Devil. Oh, Lars is running wide. NJ Devil, if you have a good exit, you can really close up the gap on Lars. And now you need a good exit. No good exit from NJ Devil, and still a train ongoing. And look at Quina, who is still really close to Barracuda. Quina is definitely picking up the pace compared to his last races. He couldn't even match the pace of the front runners, and now he is. So great evolution from him so far. Great improvements to see from the teammate of Lancey. Lancey will be definitely happy about that. Oh, Quina! He had a moment there. And Martinelli won 6 positions so far. Currently running in P2. A great race from him so far. While Lars is having a go on Quina. But it's really hard to follow on this track. It's really hard. And we have a sector 2. We have someone in the wall. Who is in the wall? I'm not sure who is, because I can't follow. And I think it has stopped raining, so we will have the track drying up. But how quick can the track dry up? It's really important to go for the right tire at the right moment, with Quina definitely having some pressure behind him from Losh. And Lancey is definitely creating a gap. And Mel is in the pits. Mel is in the pits. Well, Mel is going for the medium run. I don't think it's the right choice at this moment, because the track is really wet. Although the track is having a few dry lines now. So will Mel go full D? Alternate strategy and gain a lot of time in one lap. I'm not sure if he can, but I think the Inters are the fastest tire at this moment. And the DRS has been enabled. So this is a crucial point. We're going to stay. Oh, Lancey's in the pits. Lancey's going for the slick tires. Well, Martinelli is going for the slick tires. Everyone is now pitting for the slick tire compound. Martinelli gets a 5-second time penalty in the pits. No. And which tire is everyone choosing? Lancey's serving his drive-through. Oh, double stop. Oh, no. And yes, Lancey, I'm sorry about this because you can't get a 5-second time penalty undone now. With Martinelli really close behind him. Barry Kruger as well. Lars on the mediums. And J Devil is on the hards. And J Devil definitely going to go till the end. And so is Emantraka. And Martinelli is close. Oh, really? Oh, Martinelli is in the wall. I'm not sure if he collected any damage. I think he has. Oh no, unfortunate for Martinelli. We will find out in a moment if Martinelli collected damage from that. And look at the runners behind. They're switching to the hards. All switching to the hards. So they're definitely going for the till the end with this tire. Barry Kruger is now at the back of Martinelli. Did Martinelli pick up any damage from that? Lancey got a 3-second time penalty. The current leader of this race. And I don't think Martinelli has collected any damage from that because he is flying again. And so is Quinna. Lars over to Quinna in the pits. Look at Quinna. He is getting the better exit on Lars. And the DRS is enabled. So Quinna needs to have a good exit. And he picks up DRS. And picks up the DRS. He is now going to close the gap on Lars. Quinna runs a bit wide, but he still keeps it really close to. Oh, Quinna's in the wall. And I think he picked up some damage from that. There was a good touch on the wall. And Martinelli is closing in on Lancey. So what happened to Lancey? No damage for Lancey. So Martinelli is just flying and gets a purple sector too. While Quinna is still having a battle with Lars. And it's Quinna in the wall. He definitely picked up some damage from that collision on the wall, which is very unfortunate for him and the team of Alfa Romeo. He's now losing a lot of time. I think he even lost time to Trucker. He's going for the hards, so he is going to extend his current current stint to the end of this race. Interesting strategy from Quina. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. NJ Devil is definitely pushing on those hards with even not having any ERS left. And Lancy is still cruising around on that 70% of ERS. So, which is good to see. And MN Trucker is still behind Quina. So Quina is still in P6. And now he needs to just focus himself to close the gap on the guys in front of him. So everyone is now on the slick tires, and we all have some competition ongoing. There are a few gaps ongoing, with Lancy getting the fastest lap at the moment, 1:43, which is a great lap, I think, on those medium tire compounds. While MN Trucker is still right behind Quinne. I'm really curious what MN Trucker can do on those hards. It's one lap older than Quinnas, but I think MN Trucker can focus on that consistency, which could bring him a great battle with Quinna. But he's already losing a lot of time now. And Nerdy Average Gamer is definitely closing in on TTVM. TTVM picking up a 3-second time penalty. So we're going to stay on ball with Nerdy Average Gamer. Let's have a look at the current penalty situations, with Lancy picking up 3 seconds, Martinelli picking up 5, and NJ Devil picking up 3 seconds, G Infamous 3, TTVM 3, and Nerdy having 3. So we have a battle on board between these two. Now Nerdy Average Gamer needs to close up on TTVM. He picks up the DRS. I don't think 6/10 away. I don't think he's going to be close enough, but he is gaining and gaining, and he is going to have a dive on the inside, and they're side by side. No! And that was a crash between TTVM and Nerdy. Nerdy Average Gamer came from really far, and he collected TTVM on the inside, but not sure if it was the right choice to go on that gap, because he came from far and TTVM probably didn't expect him there. But still, there was a collision, and I'm not sure if Nerdy is going to be happy about that. Either does TTVM. And now MN Trucker is closing in on Quinna again. And Mel is picking up a penalty. And look at MN Trucker. He is in the DRS range of Quinna. He needs to have a good exit. And he gets a good exit. Will MN Trucker be close enough to get the move done? He's closing in. But he is not going to be close enough, and he is going to wait for another lap. I think Quinna has some damage on. He's really struggling around the corners. So I think MN Trucker has a good papers to get that move done in the next lap. I'm not sure if we can see his damage. He's really struggling. Look at him. MN Trucker is closing in. And is yes, MN Trucker is really closing in now. But Quinna gets a good exit. And now it's all about MN Trucker choosing the right moment to get the overtake done. And from my point of view, Quina doesn't have any damage, but he's just struggling on those tires. Maybe yes. Oh, Emmett Trucker's in the wall! He just outbrakes himself. And no safety car just yet. We haven't had a single safety car, which is really surprising, to be honest. Well, Nerdy Average Gamer is now closing into gold. And we have a few penalties on board. And Gold has just lost it, and Nerdy Average Gamer is now into P8. And we have a lot of gaps at the moment, and Barry Kruger is still into P3, and he needs to close up the gap on Martinoli to be in that 3-second gap, but I don't think he has the pace today to compete. Martinoli is gaining a small amount of time on Lancy, but I'm not sure if he has the pace today to close the gap on him. And let's have a look at the current penalty situations with the front winners having a 3-second time penalty, 5-second time penalty on board. And Lars picks up a 3-second time penalty as well. And we have a lot of gaps now on track, which is not going to be very good for the battles on track, but we are going to stay on board with Barry Kruger, who haven't got a penalty so far, but he's not gonna be close enough to Martinelli. He needs to have a 5-second. He needs to be within the 5 seconds of Martinelli to overtake him on track after the finish line. He is 6 seconds away. He's not gaining any time. And we have Aman Trucker who has been pitting for the fresh medium tires, and he already being led by his teammate. Really interesting what are all the drivers doing at the moment. Let's have a look at the current tire situations, because the first 4 drivers are having a problem and they definitely need to pit again. And I saw a Alpine spinning, and I think it's good on those hard tires. And I don't think the medium runners will go till the end, but I'm really curious what NJ Devil can do on those medium tire or hard tire compounds. Really not entertaining at the moment, but we're definitely going to see how the strategies will work out for the top 4 runners, because NJ Devil is definitely going to the end on these tires, but we all know that the top runners will definitely go for the softs at the end. And Martinelli is diving in the pits now. And which tire is he choosing? He is going for the fresh medium tire. He is serving his penalty So, will that be an undercut move from Martinelli? But look at NJ Devil. NJ Devil is definitely flying across them on the hards. And now it's all about NJ Devil just keeping up the pace on those hard tires. Really interesting strategy calls. Lars is going for the soft tires. And Lars gets a 5-second time penalty for crossing the white line out of the pit entry. Which is very unfortunate for him. But he is on the softs. And now is the question, will he gain a lot of time to... Barry Kruger gets a 3-second time penalty. Look at the current time situations. And let's follow the leader. Lancey. Is he diving in the pits? I'm not sure if he is. If he's going to continue. He is continuing. So his tires will probably be good enough to stretch it till the end. And look at Martinelli. He needs to gain a lot of time to NJ Devil. He needs to make up like 6 seconds to be in within the 3 seconds. Going to have a quick toilet. Really interesting what NJ Devil is going to do on the soft tire compound. And it's going to be Martinelli, who is currently 20 seconds behind. But he is on the fresh tire. So will he be able to close the gap? This is going to be very questionable if he will make it. I'm not sure if he will, but the tires of Lancey and Barry Kruger are definitely struggling. And Barry Kruger is in the pit, so he will lose that position to Martinoli. And Barry Kruger is switching to the soft tires. And now Martinoli is crossing line and gets the fastest lap. So it's now all about Barry Kruger to get the fastest lap on those soft tires. And Lancey is still continuing on his current stint, and let's have a look at his tires. He's currently running 13 lap olds, mediums, and they're still looking pretty good actually. So Lancey is not going for the pits. And I am hurrying that Martinoli should have pitted for the softs. And I'm not sure if that's the right choice for him at that moment, but I think Martinoli is gaining time, but I'm not sure. Will Lancey be able to keep up on this old tire? 13 lap olds. Will we go till the end on these tires, or will we get the puncture? But look at Martinoli, he's gaining and gaining on him. Lars gets the fastest lap, and Lancey's really struggling on the tire. Well, Barry Kruger is gaining and gets the purple sector 2. And look at G Infamous at the back of Quinna, who is on 13 lap old versus 11 lap old Hots. Let's have a look. G Infamous, is he close enough on to make a move on Quinna? No, he is not. Quinna is struggling on those hard tire compounds. Oh, Quinna's in the wall. Did he collect any damage? And look at Lars. Lars is right behind him. So we have a battle for P5 at the moment. Lars there. Oh! Whoa! Guys, Lars is definitely faster on these tires. Look at him. Really not a good choice from Lars too. And look at Martinoli gaining and gaining on Lancey. But he's still not gaining enough to be close. But look, we're going to stay on board with this battle between Lars, G Infamous, and Quinna. Lars has the advantage on the tire, so Lars is going to make a move real quick. He wants to get the double overtake done. Let's have a look. Lars is going to have a look, and oh, Lars backs up, and G Infamous takes the inside on Quinna. But Lars is taking the outside line now on G Infamous. Oh, and Lars gets the move done. What a crazy move from Lars there. Good move. Now he can get the slipstream off Quinna, and he gets the good exit and already gets the move done. What an overtake from Lars. He is on the quicker tire, we all know that. And he has 3 seconds of penalties compared to the guys around him having 6 seconds of penalties. And Lancey still continuing on his stint. The current championship leader going to lap G Infamous and his teammate. Picking up the DRS. But will Lancey struggle that much? I'm not sure if he will struggle that much, but we will find out in a moment. But Lancey is really consistent, and that's what we all need to see. That oh, G Infamous picks up a 3-second time penalty for that track limit. And Martinelli is still 23 seconds away from Lancy, and I think Lancy's strategy paid off. So we have a battle between G Infamous and Quinner. And we only have 3. Oh, we have a battle between G Infamous and Quinner. G Infamous running. Oh! Was a small touch between but G Infamous gets the move done on Quinner. And Quinner's in the wall again, and he definitely picked up some damage from that. And still, Lancy is really making those tires work. 17 lap old mediums, which is really great to see from Lancy. He is definitely on the edge of that tire, but he is still having enough gap on him to get the win so far. So Lancy is definitely a true winner today on that strategy. Well, Nerdy is at the back of Quinner. And look at Nerdy getting the better exit, but not close enough to Quinner. And Nerdy has a 3-second time penalty, so he doesn't need to overtake him. Nerdy gets promoted to P6 if it stands like this. And we have a battle between Nerdy, Average Gamer, G Infamous and Quinner, and we're having the last lap. So we're going to stay on board with G Infamous. Nerdy, Average Gamer gets the move done on G Infamous and runs a bit wide, but he gets the move done, and we have now a 3-way battle for P6. Well, Nerdy is in the advantage on the penalty situations, while MN Trucker is not having a penalty, so he has now the advantage on the guys in front. And Nerdy Average Gamer gets the move done on Quinner on the inside, and now moves up to P6, and now he needs to create himself a gap of 3 seconds to MN Trucker to put himself into P6 and keep himself into P6. So the AlphaTauri team can grab some good points today if it stays like this. Oh, MN Trucker is stuck behind G Infamous. Oh, gets the better run, and MN Trucker gets the better run. Is now side by side with G Infamous, and MN Trucker is still not close enough to get the move done. But MN Trucker gets the good. Oh, MN Trucker is in the wall. What are you doing? And Nerdy will definitely be happy about that. And we are now Lancy, who is going to win this Grand Prix at Singapore. He is now extending his championship lead. He's running the Grand Prix of Singapore in Tier 4 and gets the move done again. Lancy is really flying on this tier, and he is definitely the most respected driver of today. But let's have a look at the position changes, with NJ Devil being my driver of today, winning 8 positions and currently sitting in P4. Well, Martinelli and Barry Kruger are now, Barry Kruger needs to finish, and NJ Devil, Barry Kruger finishing 3rd, NJ Devil in 4th, and Lars is going to finish in 5th. And now Lars, NJ Devil has crossed the line. Now it's going to be Lars who is the last one on track to cross the line. Oh, gets a small kiss to the wall. An happy end, we call that. And now Lars is going to cross the line into P5. And now this race is finished. What a thrilling race at Singapore, with Lancey extending his championship lead, followed by Barry Kruger and Martin Oli. I think Martin Oli finished in second and Barry Kruger in third. So Lancey will be happy about that, for having Martin Oli in P2 instead of Barry Kruger. But let's have a look at the final standings. Lancey finishing in first, Martin Oli, Barry Kruger, NJ Devil, Lars, Nerdy, Average Gamer, great lap from him, and a great race from him, because he started in position 11, Quinna in 7, G-Infamous 8, Emin Trucker 9, Gordon B finishing in P10, picking up the last point. GTVM, Mel, Bottle, PSD Doggo and R1D44 have not been finishing the race. So this was our TF4 race today at Singapore. Great lap, great race, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.